Hey, it's me, Sam, and I want to be teaching you how to play Fire and Gold on the guitar, and it's by the Twigs. So, first chord that we're doing is this, which is an open A string, 12th fret on the D string, 9th fret of the G, and then 10th fret of the B. You strum the open E2 and the open A. Second part you want to do is slide your ring finger down to the 11th fret. You have an A chord there. So it should sound like this. The next part, I'm barring the 9th fret of the D, G, and B string with my index finger. That E chord, but I still have the A open. The strumming pattern is this for this part. But on the third strum, you bring your ring finger and put it on the 10th fret of the B. Then you slide this bar down to the 7th fret. And do another downstroke. Oops, didn't mean to hit the low E. Then what I do is I change from this, while there's a rest, to barring it with my ring finger, just so I can switch to the A chord. And this A chord is an open A string, 7 on the D to play the octave, 6 on the G, and then 5 on the E. The next couple chords is an E, but you're playing with the 6th fret on the D, 4th fret on the G, 5th fret on the B, and then I bar with my index finger so it's covering this. This part is. So I like to bring my ring finger up, but I've seen videos of Brian playing with his pinky. That's a little tricky for me, so I just slide my ring finger up. Then we slide it down to make a D chord. I call it the This Boy D chord because it's like the same chord of the intro to This Boy by the Beatles. Then you start that pattern all over again. It's good to bar that, I think, when you're down here, because you can just slide it back up to the 12th fret and repeat. The next section is I call section 2, which is the chorus. So what I'm doing is I'm muting the A and the D string with my index finger, and then putting my ring finger on the 4th fret of the low E, and then I'm putting my pinky on the 4th fret of the G. So I have the high E and the B still there. I'll bring my hand closer so you can kind of see. And my picking hand is going. And then you just want to bring your finger, your ring finger off, put on the 3rd fret. And your index finger on the 2nd fret. And then you go to an A chord, strumming the low E. Now this little Ticket to Ride sounding thing. So you're just doing the open E, 3rd fret of the B, 2nd fret of the B, oops, and then 2nd fret of the G. Then you go to a G chord. But I have the open E and the 3rd fret on the B. And I'm bringing my index finger down to the 2nd fret. Then you do an F chord, but you're only fretting the low E, A, D, and G. So you like your E chord, just slide it up 1 fret. But you have your B and E ringing out. Doing that cool sounding chord. Then you go to a B7, take your your middle finger. Sorry, I get my fingers mixed up. You do you alternate back and forth on the A, and the second front of the E. So second front of the A and second front of the E. Then you go to an E sus, and then to an E. So it's into fire and in. And there we go. That's the two main sections, and then the in it for the moment section, like the middle section. It goes this cool little B chord. So second fret of the A, fourth fret of the D, fourth fret of the G. Then I have the B and the E ringing out. But I'm palm muting and just doing downstrokes. Then I bring my middle finger onto the fourth fret of the E. Then the third fret of the E. So there's like this little. Then the F chord we did in the section 2. Then C major. Not C major. C major 7. Then F major 7. C major 7. F major 7. D minor 7. I don't know the name of this chord, but it is a third fret on the D, third fret on the D, fourth fret on the G, then third fret on the B. Then it resets to the section 1 pattern. So do that, that section to the main section. But the strumming pattern goes a little different. Little triplet pattern. So that's basically the entirety of Fire and Gold.